Welcome back. You're watching the Daily V News broadcast. Today's main stories are as follows.
President pays Tet visit to workers in Dong Nai province. Vietnam earned $6.5 billion in January exports. Foreign visitors enjoy Vietnamese Tet.
President Trương Tấn Sang was recently in the southern province of Dong Nai, where he visited workers at different local businesses and guest houses on January 24th, the second day of the Lunar New Year. Here, the leader extended his New Year wishes and presented gifts to the workers who were unable to return to their families during the holidays.
At the Formosa company in the Nhơn Chak industrial zone, President Sang met with over 300 workers, urging them to exert more efforts to improve their skills to meet their work demands as well as the country's development needs. He urged the company's leaders to pay more attention to the workers, helping keep their focus on their work. The company has built a housing complex accommodating thousands of workers. The President also visited guest houses for workers in Long Binh Ward, Bien Hoa City and Chang Bom District. He asked that local authorities, companies, grassroots organisations and guest house owners pay more attention to the workers' living conditions. On the occasion, President Sang extended his New Year wishes to all the people of Dong Nai province. Earlier, he offered incense in memory of martyrs at a temple in Nhơn Chak district.
Trade deficit is currently still a major concern, and authorities are still putting out extra efforts to improve the situation. In January, Vietnam has earned $6.5 billion in exports, reported by the Ministry of Industry and Trade, down by 28.5% compared to last December and 11.1% for the same period last year.
The country also spent $6.6 billion on imports in the reviewed period, showing decreases of 29.5% and 18.7% respectively. As a result, the trade deficit continued to decrease from $270 million last December to about $100 million this month. Declines in export value were seen in the apparel sector with 26.9%, seafood 39.8%, electronics and accessories 34.5%, furniture 27.5%, and rubber 31.3%. Meanwhile, export items seeing a decrease include means of transport and spare parts 94%, vegetable oil and fat 52%, and metal products 58%. According to the ministry, this year it will continue expanding and diversifying markets for exports, while maintaining and boosting trade promotion activities, particularly programs to help Vietnamese enterprises seek partners and expand export markets, targeting an export growth of 13%. The ministry continues to enhance and improve the provision of information and forecasting related to export markets and technical barriers. In an attempt to reduce the trade deficit to below 10%, an increase in the consumption of domestic materials and products in bidding is needed, especially in projects funded by the state budget, says the ministry.
As part of the development of the overseas Vietnamese community, expatriate businessmen strive to make practical contributions to not only their host countries, but also their motherland.
There are about 3,500 projects and enterprises in Vietnam invested by overseas Vietnamese, with a combined registered capital of nearly $11 billion. This development is partially attributed to specific policies and measures which have facilitated the participation of overseas Vietnamese enterprises in all economic activities in the country. The business force is involved in almost all areas, such as trade, construction, real estate and production of export goods, contributing to the state budget. In the last 10 years, we have experienced unceasing development thanks to local government support, as well as conditions decided by relevant agencies. We understand that they are under reform, with a view to improving and simplifying administrative procedures and policies. I understand that Vietnam has a good potential business climate. Although difficulties exist in the economy, there remain opportunities for business and investment in the country. Encouraging overseas businesses and promoting the benefits of their resources to the country's development and increasing cooperation with OV and other countries are key tasks for the Vietnamese community in foreign countries. Nguyen Thanh Son, Deputy Foreign Minister and Head of the State Committee for OV, said the committee will propose that government and relevant agencies offer more favourable policies for OV to invest in the country, as well as create conditions for domestic enterprises to do business in foreign countries.
On January 23rd, a delegation from the Authority of Radio Frequency Management attended the 12th World Radio Communication Conference in Geneva.
The International Telecommunication Union Conference saw the participation of 3,500 delegates from ITU member countries around the world. The conference discussed the important role of radio communication transmitted via high-technology devices such as mobile phones and internet-connected computers. We attended this conference to discuss issues related to the usage of radio frequency and satellite orbits, ensuring the rights of Vietnam in this field. At the conference, Vietnamese experts will join experts from other countries in studying and helping ITU make sound decisions, contributing to developing the world radio communications sector.
On the first day of the Lunar New Year, January 23rd, the Cam Ranh International Airport in the central province of Khánh Hòa welcomed 251 visitors from the Russian Far East.
The visitors came from 9 provinces of the Far Eastern regions on a tour which started in October 2011. The tour has so far attracted nearly 17,000 visitors from the Far Eastern regions. A representative from Anh Duong Tourist Company, which developed the tour, said at present there are 10 flights bringing Russian visitors to Vietnam every week. According to the Khánh Hòa Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, the province received almost 2.2 million holidaymakers in 2011, including 440,000 foreigners. This year, the provincial tourism sector aims to raise the number of foreign arrivals to 500,000.
The celebration of the Lunar New Year is one of the most important traditions in many Asian countries, including Vietnam. But the very particular and unique customs of the Vietnamese New Year festival, also called Tet holiday, are especially attractive to foreigners visiting the country.
Teo, Tegta and Raphael from Nigeria are students at Hanoi's FPT University. Arriving in Vietnam last August, the 3 students enjoyed Tet for the first time, so they are very eager to join Vietnamese friends in the festival. They know that the traditional New Year festival is as significant as the Christmas and New Year festivals in their own country.
Streets is busy, people are trying to buy 1 or 2 things that help them with the preparation. And I see the season is very important to you because during this time you will try to get a lot of decorations for the house, try to buy some foodstuffs.
I know it's holiday for the New Year when you have to sit down with your family, enjoy your loved ones, and I really like the red color. Everything is red, red for peace and unity, and I really liked it. I got my gifts already, so I'm going to give it to people I love, and I'm going to take some pictures, and I'm going to get a red balloon.
Meanwhile, Attila, a Hungarian who's been in Vietnam for 2 years, knows some customs of Vietnamese during Tet, and he is impressed with the customs of making bánh chung, square cake, and visiting pagodas to pray for luck.
The Western New Year tradition, which is basically only an external celebration. Right now you see we are in a pagoda, in a spiritual place. So the Tet New Year obviously significant for the Vietnamese people in spiritual terms also.
Many other foreigners in Vietnam are always eager to experience Tet, and they enjoy the festival in their own ways. Tet will bring unforgettable memories for them.
Now we've come to the end of today's edition. Thanks for watching and see you again tomorrow.